I am so close to being done with my zine. I've just printed out these tiny little versions of it so that I can figure out the layout. I still need to make the introduction page and the word search, and then I just have to figure out the layout, get the files in the right order, and then I'll be able to send off the prints. So exciting! So excited then to get the prints back and fold and staple and put it all together. I love zines so much. I'm really getting there now. I just sent it, that's it, it's gone, it's printing. No, I just have to wait a week for the prints to show up. Oh, I'm so excited! yesterday we went to the Castle Museum, which was just, oh, I love museums so much. And this week, when I'm filming this, so I'm so behind on editing, the castle gets funding from, some of its funding, I guess, from the National Lottery. And this week, if you went to the castle with a lottery ticket or a scratch card, they would let you in for free. So we went to the supermarket and we got a £2 scratch card and didn't win anything on the scratch card. But we did win getting into the castle for only £2 for both of us. And I think it's like at least £7 per person normally. So yeah, that was amazing. Because we don't have any money at the minute, so we wouldn't have been able to go to the castle otherwise. So that was really, really nice treat. And they have on at the minute a exhibition from the Gloucester, which was a ship. I'm going to just try and remember all of this, so I'm probably going to get the facts wrong. I should look it up, but let's just try. It was a royal ship, or at least it was carrying King James. I can't remember which numbers he would have been for England and Scotland, and he was on his way here and the boat sank and it's been lost. It sank in 1682, and I think the two brothers that found it on a dive found it in 2007, and I think that they didn't know it was the Gloucester until 2012 when they found the bell of the ship. And since then they've just been like bringing things up, and like it crashed in what are they called, sand banks off the coast of Norfolk. There's a lot of sand banks. There was a really cool book in the exhibit that was like a drawn map of the area. I can't remember how much it covered, whether it was just the English coast or if it had some of France and stuff as well, but you could see drawn on it that there was like the sandbanks were marked on the map. It was really cool. Yeah, anyway, this big boat sank. It was a huge tragedy, loads of people died, and it just was lost for a while, and these guys found it and they've been recovering stuff, and it's really interesting because you can't just take something from a shipwreck under the sea and bring it up and just have it. You have to keep it wet. There's this special type of conservation where they have to keep it wet, and they have to change the water to gradually like rinse all the salt off of it. They have to just refresh it, keep it cold, keep it wet until it's safe to dry it, and then do the conservation that comes from like cleaning it up and stuff after that, I guess. It just sounds incredible. It's so interesting. I wish I didn't get so overwhelmed going into things like that, because I didn't read all of the information properly and I rush a little bit. And now, like when you get home, it's like, oh, I wish I'd taken more time and paid more attention. But it was really good anyway. Even my anxious going round of it, going, what word am I trying to... It was good. I tried to film a little bit, but I don't think I filmed a lot, but I'll put the clips in so that you can see the little bits that I did film. But the thing that I really, really liked, the main thing that they had, I mean, I think you're supposed to be most excited about the bell because it was such an important find, but I was just really excited about the bottles. They're so cool. The bottles are just such a nice shape anyway, but also apparently they were quite a new invention in England, and everyone was very excited about their wine bottles, and everyone, like rich old men, would have their own special stamp that would be put on the bottles, and apparently taverns would have their own stamp that would go on their bottles. So all of these bottles had stamps, like I think a lot of them were like initials and stuff, and there was these two bottles that had these faces on that were just amazing, and then there was a bottle that had like the sun with the face in it, and it was just, oh, and a lot of them had like barnacles and stuff on them because they'd been in the sea for like over 300 years or whatever it would have been, which is just so cool. And something about the glass and what it's made of and being in the sea for that amount of time makes them iridescent. Like the iridescentness of the bottles is something to do with the sea bringing out elements of the glass to the surface of the glass, or they're altered by, I can't remember properly, but it was really cool. And it just makes them look so nice. I loved those bottles so much. And there was 2 chests that were found, and in the chests there was just all these little like personal effects. There was little spectacles, and there was some sewing stuff. There was like a little stack of thimbles that had kind of fused together. It was 3 metal thimbles that were like kind of attached in a little pile. It was really amazing. And there was a silk skirt, and I think there was like a bonnet or something as well that still existed. Like there was some damage to it, but it was still there, and you could still see the pattern that was in the fabric. And I can't believe it's been in the sea for over 300 years, and it's made of silk, and it still exists. That's just incredible. God, I love going to museums. It's so amazing. But yeah, if you're in Norwich at all before September, I recommend it because it was really cool and really interesting. And there's a documentary in there that you can watch, so you can see the guys talk about it, like the guys that found it, they talk about it, and there's just all these little items, and it all explains yeah, like the preservation, the conservation of the items because they've been in the sea is really interesting, and all this stuff is really cool. And I'm really grateful that we got to go for the price of a scratch card, because otherwise we wouldn't have gone anytime soon, because I mean, that's a different subject, but yeah, we're pretty unmonetized at the moment. We're struggling. But yeah, that was really, really cool. And we did some drawing. We sat down, we took our thermoses with us, and after we'd looked at everything, we sat in the cafe area and we drank our thermoses, and we did some drawing from some of the photos that we'd taken. And that was really nice. And it was just a really nice afternoon. So nice to go and do something, and I love museums so much. I could go to a museum just every day and be perfectly happy. It's just incredible. I love seeing all these little things. Don't you just love seeing little things? It's just so cool. Started raining the big fat raindrops. It was so sunny earlier. Why I actually turned the camera on was just to let you know that I have listed my pigeon stickers. There is a big pigeon set where you get 10 different stickers, and they're bigger stickers, like more like the size of all the other stickers in my shop, like the big main ones. That was, I'm sure you know what I mean. That was wow. And now me saying that was a weird sentence is turning into its own weird sentence. Anyway, that's fine. And then I also made some smaller ones for using in like a journal. I mean, you could just stick them anywhere as tiny little pigeons, or you could use them in a journal or on letters and things for showing an emotion or a feeling. And that has 15 different pigeons in it. And yeah, I wasn't sure whether to do little ones or big ones, and then I did a poll on my Instagram stories, and it was very close in the votes as well, so I thought I would just do both, and then if one of them is clearly more popular, then I can just keep stocking those ones and let the other ones go. Unless they're both equally as popular, then I guess I'll just keep making both of them. But yeah, I got them listed and I got them packaged just now, which I always just think is really fun. I love making my little scrappy headers. These are the bigger sizes and then the little ones. I just wanted to let you know.